Hi, and welcome back, or welcome if you are new here. As you can see, we are in a different location, and I have a fancy microphone on. I'm actually in my house, in my living room. I put a microphone on because I'm not talking as loudly. I do have a teenager that is sleeping, so I don't want to wake her up. But we are here. We're not doing our parking lot diaries this morning. I actually don't need to go to the post office. I actually went yesterday, and yeah, I didn't feel like running out just to film. Even though I kind of like filming in my car, I just figured I'd try something new today. I'm being lazy, so here we are in my living room. So I do have my notes, so I am going to be kind of looking down, but I actually bought myself a treat. This is actually one of my notebooks that I have in my Shopify store, and it's been a rough week. And we will get into that. So I treated myself and I bought a new notebook, and I love lemons. Absolutely love them. My kitchen is actually done in lemons, and my favorite color is yellow. So if you've ever been to my Shopify store, you will actually see that there are several lemon products because I love them. So anyway, so you'll probably see me looking down, even though, to be honest with you, I didn't need to make too many notes because this mainly is going to be kind of about one big story. So we'll just kind of get into it. So I only actually have one update that I want to give real quick. I had mentioned before that I was going to try Amazon Influencer. So for me, what I wanted to do was make review videos for Amazon products. So basically, you just record a little review video, and it goes up on the product. And then if somebody buys that product, you get like a commission. So I wanted to try to do that. I buy from Amazon all the time, so I applied, I think like 2 weeks ago, and they turned me down. I wasn't approved. And then I just tried again the other day, and I wasn't approved again. So thanks, Amazon. Apparently, so you link like a social media type of account. So the first time I did it, I did my Instagram account, which I actually don't really post on. I post stories sometimes, but I don't really post on it. So I wasn't surprised that I didn't get approved because I believe the approval process, and it's immediate. I guess they scan to see if you have recently posted and you're a real person. So I get why I didn't get approved with my Instagram account. But I applied again for the program, and I used this YouTube channel. So apparently my YouTube channel isn't good enough. So there you go. They turned me down. I don't know if I'm going to apply again. I might. I don't know. I don't know. I'm taking it personal now that they keep turning me down. But I have heard that I've actually seen several people post about it, and they have said that you have to apply multiple times. One person even said that they applied multiple times in one day and then finally got approved. So I don't know. We'll see if I do it. I'll keep you posted. So let's get into the update. Let's get into what you probably saw in my title. So today is Sunday. Last week on Monday at 4:30 p.m., a invite came through my job at my company, and it was a random town hall that had been scheduled for the following morning, almost first thing the following morning. I work for a very small company. I think it's like 150 employees, give or take. And so it was the whole company, and yeah, I knew something was not good. Any random meeting a lot of times is not good. So the next morning, log into the meeting. My whole company basically works from home. So I log into the meeting, and yeah, we found that my company's been sold. There, I just said it. So, I'm gonna try not to get emotional. It was like a sucker punch, to be honest with you. And I say that not because I'm surprised that this has happened to my company, and I'm not going to talk much about my company whatsoever, but I'm not surprised by that actual action. The reason it kind of hit me, and apparently is still hitting me, I don't think I've talked about this before, but 3 years ago, I went through the same exact scenario. And the crazy thing is that there's a lot of similarities. Like it's eerily similar. Just a lot of things are very similar. So I went through this 3 years ago. The company I worked for, my department basically was sold to another company. And then a year after we moved over, layoffs happened. So here we are, deja vu. Here we go again. Yeah. So, I'm an extremely realistic person. I like to forward plan. I like to zoom out and to look at the total picture of everything. And again, I like to be very realistic. I am not that person who sticks their head in the sand and hopes for the best. I'm sorry, I don't. Me personally, I feel like you should always plan for the worst. And if the best happens, that's amazing. But I don't want to be unprepared if the worst happens. I will say, looking at the company that bought us and already hearing about the things that they are looking to do, I am extremely confident that layoffs are going to happen. That's actually part of what they're looking to do. They are looking to automate things. So we know what that means. And the department that I work in is definitely a department that can be automated. Not fully, but definitely can be automated. I work in operations, so that's one of the biggest places that a lot of times gets automated. So yeah. Oh goodness. Sorry. I wasn't ready for this. If you've seen my other videos, if you've kind of been part of it's only been like a month or so that I think I've been posting. You know my journey. I am looking to grow my income so I can quit my corporate job. So leaving is not something that I'm upset about. It's the timing of it. I'm not ready. I'm not ready financially. I'm absolutely not ready. If layoffs were to happen right now, it would be financially devastating for me. I don't know the timeline. You never know the timeline. Again, I just found this out, that they held the meeting the day after the closing happened. And so the only thing that we have been told so far is that over the next quarter is when they are going to review everything. And that's kind of all that we've been told so far. To me, it kind of sounds like they're going to spend the next quarter, the next 3 months reviewing everything and start making the decisions of what they want to start changing or start tackling. I don't know. So do I possibly only have 3 months? I have no idea. Am I telling myself that, hey, you may be let go in 3 months? Yeah, I am. I'm sorry. That's just my mindset. Um, I'm probably going to have people say, you shouldn't think like that, or that might not happen. Of course, it may not happen. I have no idea, but I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I don't think that I'm going to be let go or whatever. I will tell you that the layoff that happened at my old job, we were indirectly given it was kind of hinted at that layoffs wouldn't happen for another year. They happened in 6 months. So, again, I knew it was going to happen. The position that I actually had, the new company didn't even have anymore. And at the time that they acquired us, they had acquired another company as well. And so they were just flooded with employees. So of course people were going to be let go. So this situation is just a little bit different. Instead of a similar company acquiring us, this other company is known for basically buying and flipping companies. I actually went and really kind of investigated them a little bit. I looked at their website and stuff like that, and they don't hide the fact that that's basically what they do. They buy companies, automate things, and they flip it. So yeah, that's why I am pretty positive that layoffs and stuff will happen. Oh, my cat's going to probably appear very shortly. Um, I see her. I see her looking. I'm, as you can see, I'm sitting on my couch, and if I'm sitting on my couch, my cat absolutely will come over here. So I'm not really sure what she's doing. She might pop up. She's probably going to jump scare me. um, so yeah, so that's where we're kind of at. Again, this is not something that I was prepared for. My plan was to grow my income until I can quit this job, and then here she is, um, and then move on. But now the timeline has shifted. It's absolutely shifted. Do I think that if layoffs happen, and I'll say if to make some people happy, because I very much believe they're going to happen. If they happen, they're going to probably happen much sooner than my timeline was going to allow for. I don't even know if that makes sense. Whatever. So, what am I doing? Well, um, nothing has changed. I still have my Shopify store that I'm kind of working on. I actually had just started working on a new line of products. So hopefully that drops soon. But I still have my Shopify store. I'm still working on my ASMR channel. I'm still doing the affiliate marketing. That I haven't gotten any sales commission things from that yet, but I am getting some clicks. So hopefully that gets rolling. The thing that stinks about that is that I'm doing the Amazon affiliate marketing. Um, so with that, you have 3 months to make, I believe it's 3 months to make 3 sales. And so I'm already past a month in. And so I'm already like, okay, I only have 2 months and I'm only getting a couple clicks right now. So that one has me a little bit worried. I mean, in the end, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I would hate to have to sit here and have worked on all of this and then end up getting kicked out of the program because I didn't make the sales or whatever. So I'm working on that. I'm actually trying to make a couple more pins. I had made myself a schedule of how many pins I was going to post each day. And so I'm actually just raising that a little bit. And then I am working on, I'm still doing the focus groups. I'm still doing Prolific. That one is immediate money. So that's something that I'm trying to really work on getting more in, because that's more income than I can kind of stack, and be able to kind of save up and everything if somehow if we have layoffs that happen very quickly. I think that's all of them. My Shopify store, my ASMR channel, the affiliate links, and and I'm doing the focus groups. The Prolific. That's the only focus group that I've been doing. I mentioned before, I stopped trying to do user interviews. It just doesn't work into my schedule. So yeah, those are the 4 things that I'm working on. I've decided to really dig in. Not that I wasn't anyway, but yeah, my timeline probably really shifted. And so now I really want to get things moving a little bit sooner. I don't want to get stuck where I get laid off. And that's it. I haven't been able to reach my thing. I've actually only been at my company for less than 2 years. This July will be 2 years. So if they give a severance package, it's not going to be much. And then there's unemployment, which is, I live in the Northeast, the state that I live in. I don't know how it is throughout the country, but here it's pretty much 50% of your salary. And so that's not going to be much at all. So unemployment would be nice, but it's definitely not enough to cover bills or anything like that. So I want to be prepared. I want to be as prepared as I possibly can, if and when layoffs happen. So it's going to kind of be one of two things is going to happen. Either I'm going to be able to build my income streams much quicker, hopefully, and I'll be fine when layoffs happen. I'll be candid with you. At this point, my plan is to stay until layoffs happen, and then go. Excuse me, and then go from there. And then, yeah, I because I am very positive that layoffs are going to happen. That's basically the timeline that I'm kind of sticking with. Do I think that, um, that I'll be able to build up my income streams 100% before anything happens? No, I don't. So the plan is to just get as much going as I can kind of get going. So that's where we're at. That's where I'm at. That's where things are at. Um, I'll keep you posted. This wasn't the news that I kind of expected, but here we are. Let's face it. This is where things are in this country. Layoffs are happening left and right. So, this is what we do. This is why I'm trying to build up multiple income streams so I don't have to deal with this. I don't want to be relying on somebody else to be able to keep my job, because now at this point my job is solely in somebody else's hands. Um, and God, I hate that feeling. I absolutely hate that feeling. I'm working I'm working hard to not have any stability. That stinks. Ugh. Anyway, I'm not going to ramble anymore. That's my update. Here we are. Again, I encourage anybody to share in the comments if you are on any type of journey. I know that I've had comments in some of my other videos of people who have either recently gone through layoffs. They had a layoff maybe a year or two ago or whatever, and they've built themselves up, or they've built other incomes up since that has happened. And that's amazing. And that's absolutely the position I will most likely be in the very near future. So share any journey that you have been on. Are you on a journey to do all the things? And just let's all do this together. Let's support each other, and let's do this together. As always, I hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful week, and I'll keep you posted. Have a good one. Bye.